Good morning, Terry here at Rooster Farm. Today I'm going to be sharing how I make chili and jalapeno cornbread muffins. My chili recipe is one that I've been making for probably over 20 years. The cornbread muffin recipe is a new one for me, but I thought it would be a great complement to the chili. My chili recipe has simple ingredients. It's easy to make. And I think it would be a recipe that you're going to really enjoy and your family's going to love it. Anyways, so let's get started. So here's a few of the ingredients that you're going to need to make my chili recipe. Mine is the cucumber. I just picked it from my garden. You're going to start with 2 pounds of ground beef. Depending whether you're doubling the recipe, you're going to add it to a skillet and you're going to fry it, and breaking it apart, frying it until you don't see any more red and the consistency is like peas. It's just about done here, boiling nicely, cooking nicely. Turn off the heat and you're going to drain all the oil from it, lots of fat. This is extra lean ground beef, and it's surprising how much fat was on it. But you need to remove all that. You're going to add the ground beef to the pot that you're going to be making your chili into, fairly big pot. And then you're going to cut 1 large onion. It says the recipe calls for 1 cup of diced onion. I like lots of onion, so just put in how much you would like. And the recipe calls for 1/4 cup of diced celery or 1 stalk of celery. It's not enough for me, so I actually use at least 2 stalks of celery. The recipe calls for 3 large tomatoes. You can use a can of stewed tomatoes if you like, during the winter when you don't have fresh tomatoes. But I have very many heirloom tomatoes right now, and that's what I'm going to use. You're going to pour all that into the pot with the ground beef. And then you're going to add the remaining ingredients. 1 29-ounce can of pinto beans with the liquid. One 29-ounce can of tomato sauce. And 1 29-ounce can of kidney beans. And the recipe calls for a half a cup of diced green chilies, or 2 chilies. I just buy this little can of green chilies already cut up, and it's great. 2 teaspoons of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of ground black pepper, 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, and 3 tablespoons of chili powder. The recipe calls for 2 cups of water. I find sometimes I don't even add the water because as it cooks, there's a lot of liquid that comes, and I don't think I want it to be as watery as they say. So you can decide what you like. You are going to be cooking this for about 2 to 3 hours, and you're going to be getting a lot of liquid in it. And here we go. Bring to a boil, uncovered. Turn heat to low and simmer 2 to 3 hours, stirring every 15 minutes. And we're going to be starting to make the biscuits, but don't start them until 30 minutes before your chili is ready. It's really nice to have warm, fresh muffins that are taken out of the oven as soon as your chili is ready. Set your oven to 400 degrees. And we're going to start by adding 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of cornmeal, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Oh, that was 4 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1/3 cup of white sugar. You're going to just combine it a bit with a whisk. Just break up any clumps if there is any. And then you're going to combine 1 cup of milk, 1 egg, and add 1/4 cup of oil. Now it calls for corn or vegetable oil. I don't know what the difference is. I only have olive oil, so that's what I've added. Just whisk it a bit until it's combined, and then you're going to add it to your dry ingredients. And you're just going to mix it just until it's combined. You do not want to overmix this. And I was busy adding my stuff. I forgot to add the salt and the jalapeno, so that's going to be in the next step. Just cut your jalapenos. I don't like it super spicy, so I only added one or two jalapenos just for a little bit of flavor. You could make the cornbread without the jalapenos. It's up to you. So just remove the seeds here. Slice it thinly so you don't have big chunks. You can see here I'm adding the salt, which I forgot to show you previously. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Add your jalapenos and just basically stir it until it's combined. You're going to grease your muffin tins. I just put a little bit of oil in a little container and dip my paper towel in it and wipe it onto each of the cups of the muffin pan. This recipe is perfect. It actually makes 12 muffins exactly. Just fill your cups half a full. Fill the tins half full. Looks great. And you're going to put them in your oven that's heated to 400 degrees, and you're going to bake for 13 to 17 minutes. I actually baked it for about 15 minutes. Depending on how hot your oven is, you need to make sure that you check so you don't burn them. You don't want to over bake them. And look at them, yummy. I served mine with butter. The chili was ready at the same time. I dished it up. I sprinkled it with a little bit of cheddar cheese. You can use sour cream. You can put a little bit of green onion on it. But oh, it smelled so good, and it was just wonderful. Really, really good. So hope you've enjoyed learning how to make chili and cornbread jalapeno muffins. Until next time, this is Teri here at Rooster Farm. Bye for now. I got quite the surprise when I just came in here now. This little mummy has been holding out. I don't know where she's been for the last 21 days, but she has baby chicks. That's crazy. Hey, Mummy, you must have been underneath there. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, you leave Mummy alone with her babies. Yeah. Hey. No, you stay away. These are my other lot who I actually had separated when she was laying on her eggs, and they're getting big enough, so I've opened up their door, so maybe she wants to come out and bring her chicks out as well.